ගෞරවෙන් ඇරයුම් කරනවා ඉන්දිය මහකුමසාරිස් වයිකේ සිංහ මැතිතුමනි ඔබතුමාට.
Most Venerable Thero, Chief Incumbent of the Mihintale Raja Mahavihara, members of the Mahasangha, His Excellency Maitripala Sirisena, President of Sri Lanka, Honorable Ministers of the Cabinet of Sri Lanka, Mr. Kavan Ratnayaka, Chairman of the Associated Newspapers of Ceylon Limited, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen, I am indeed deeply honored and humbled to be invited here for the annual Mihintale Aloka Pooja. I would like to congratulate ANCL and Lake House for doing this through many years, I understand even during turbulent times, to light up this Raja Mahavira and this sacred place on this very auspicious occasion. This is a glorious day in the annals of Sri Lanka's history, and it is also a day where we can remember the advent, the arrival of Arhat Mahinda from India. And I think it is also a very important day for India-Sri Lanka relations. It was on this day that Arhat Mahinda met with the King of Sri Lanka, Devanampiya Tissa, when he was hunting in a place called Misaka, which is, I understand, Mihintale now. And he addressed him by the name Tissa. And the king was taken aback at the informality of the address. But when he spoke to the Arhat Mahinda, he realized that he had encountered a life-changing experience. And it was then that Arhat Mahinda preached the Chula Hati Padopama Sutta to him and converted the king of Sri Lanka, Devanampiya Tissa, to Buddhism and his followers, and then later on the country. And this is a special link that binds India and Sri Lanka together, because it was Arhat Mahinda's father, Dhamma Ashoka, Emperor Ashoka, under whose patronage, as the most venerable Thero mentioned, the Third Buddhist Council was held in the city of Patliputra under the guidance of the elder Maugaliputta Tissa. And it was decided to send 9 Dhamma missions to the known world at that time. And the 9th mission, and perhaps the dearest mission, the last but the dearest mission, was to Sri Lanka, because the emperor sent his son and later his daughter. In many ways, I feel honored being here not only as the High Commissioner for India in Sri Lanka, but personally, as the most venerable Thero mentioned, I belong to the city of Patna, which is the ancient megapolis of Patliputra. And in many ways, we feel that we are inheritors of this great legacy of Emperor Dhamma Ashoka, Arhat Mahinda, and Sanghamitra Theri. In fact, in Patna, on the Ganga, we have a big jetty or pier that is called Mahendru Ghat. And we in Patna believe that Arhat Mahinda, before he set out on his journey to Sri Lanka, came to seek the blessings of his father, Emperor Ashoka, before embarking to Sri Lanka. Emperor Ashoka was one of the greatest monarchs and rulers that the world has known. He stood for compassion, and he spread the word, the timeless message of Buddha all over the world. He stood for universal brotherhood, and his rock edicts are a testimony to his great thinking and his spirituality. And we are in fact grateful in India to the Mahavamsa written in Sri Lanka that tells us so much about the various facets of the emperor's life. In fact, if I may be allowed to quote, H.G. Wells, a noted historian, said, among all the names of tens of thousands of monarchs that crowd the column of history, the name of Ashoka will shine. In fact, shine alone a star. From the Volga to Japan, his name is still honored. Far from being sectarian, Emperor Ashoka believed that all religions shared a common positive essence and encouraged tolerance and understanding of religions. In fact, the Edict number 7 states, contact between religions is good. One should listen to and respect the doctrines professed by others. Beloved of the gods, King Piyadasa desires that all should be well learned in the good doctrines of other religions. Buddhism is the voice of peace, coexistence, compassion, and equality, a call to universal brotherhood. I would like to conclude by quoting from my Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi during a speech he made at a recent religious conference. He said, "Let us reaffirm the enduring message of ahimsa of the Buddha. Let us restore the light of hope and turn this world into a garden of peace." Thank you.